New details of Brian Laundrie's movements emerge as officials find recent campsite in Florida. reserveLaundrie's father had been asked to show law enforcement the trails of the reserve, which his son had been known to use, the source said. But because of the campsite discovery, police restricted the search on Wednesday and did not include his father. Additionally, the Northport Police Department confirmed that a notice was placed on an abandoned vehicle belonging to the Laundrie family near the nature reserve on September 14. Laundrie's family told police on September 17 that they had not seen him in days, saying he told the family he was headed to the reserve. The search for Laundrie escalated as police investigated the disappearance of Petito, who was reported missing by her family on September 11. Petito and Laundrie had embarked on a cross-country road trip over the summer before Laundrie returned home to Florida, and Petito's remains were later found in Wyoming. The coroner's initial determination for Petito's manner of death was homicide, the FBI said. While Laundrie has not been charged in her death, he is the subject of a federal arrest warrant for unauthorized use of another person's debit card. In the days after Petito last spoke with her family, an abandoned vehicle was retrieved near reserve.
The abandoned vehicle notice was placed on a Ford Mustang belonging to the Laundrie family outside the Myakkahatchee Creek Environmental Park on September 14, Northport Police said Wednesday. The park acts as an entrance to the Carlton Reserve, not far from the family home in Northport. The next day, Brian's parents returned to the area to look for Brian and saw the citation on the car, Bertolino said. The parents returned again the next day, September 15, to retrieve the vehicle. The Laundries were basing the date Brian left on their recollection of certain events. Upon further communication with the FBI and confirmation of the Mustang being at the Laundrie residence on Wednesday, September 15, we now believe the day Brian left to hike in the preserve was Monday, September 13, Bertolino said. Since the preserve has been closed to the public, Chris has not been able to look for Brian in the only place Chris and Roberta believe Brian may be, Bertolino said. Unfortunately, Northport Police had to postpone Chris' involvement, but Chris and Roberta are hopeful there will be another opportunity to assist. The FBI would have to answer if that was true, said Northport Police spokesperson Josh Taylor. I want to see him in a jail cell for the rest of his life. Petito's body was found about a 5 to 10 minute walk from where her van was last seen near the entrance to the Grand Tetons, on the border of Bridger-Teton National Forest, according to her mother Nicole Schmidt and stepfather Jim Schmidt during the second installment of an exclusive interview with the Dr. Phil show that aired Wednesday. Gabby's body was in a clearing and was just in front of the remnants of a fire ring, Jim Schmidt said. You could see where the rocks had been moved to make the fire ring, he said. It's definitely not an area that was heavily trafficked, he added. The Schmidts were joined by Gabby's father, Joe Petito, and his wife Tara Petito, along with their attorney Richard Stafford, for the interview with host Phil McGraw. Joe Petito said he wants Laundrie found alive so he can spend his life behind bars. I want to look him in the eyes, Nicole Schmidt said. Laundrie family attorney Bertolino declined to comment Wednesday on the Dr. Phil interview. In late September, Laundrie's parents released a statement through their attorney, saying, Chris and Roberta Laundrie do not know where Brian is. They are concerned about Brian and hope the FBI can locate him. The speculation by the public and some in the press that the parents assisted Brian in leaving the family home or in avoiding arrest on a warrant that was issued after Brian had already been missing for several days is just wrong.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.